Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Huda Hussein, and I'm from the London Middlesex Local Immigration Partnership. Vicky at Western University from Pathways to Prosperity, and her team and myself, we worked on, and the LMLIP team worked on this measuring LIP progress. So I'll be giving you some background information about what we have done. Is it this one? This one? The green one? So we've been now in the business of the LIPs since 2009. Hi, JP. We've been in the business since 2009. It was, the LIP was funded in September of 2009, and we started working. In early 2010, we started doing a survey in the community because we wanted to see what are the community capacity in terms of services that existed for immigrants. And we also wanted to see what are the barriers and what are the perceptions, the barriers in services and the gaps, and what are the opportunities. So we've done that in 2010, again with the partnership with Western University and Vicky, Esses, and her team. And we continued to do that. This time also, we have done through, different evaluations. Somebody mentioned about the level of partnerships of coordination. We have done that also. We kind of assessed what is the level of coordination. We continue to do the evaluation through the activities and outputs, event evaluations, when we have community forums. The last one we had was March 27th this year, actually. And we also did something called quantification of in-kind contributions from partners. And I do remember my colleague here from Hamilton said that they are looking into it, but we have done that last year, 6 months ago, and we saw that almost $140,000 were a kind of in-kind contribution from our partners. So that tells us how much there is coordination and the level of partnerships. So that was the background. And why are we doing it now, 2013? When we started the strategic plan in 2009, with the community consultation, we said it is valid only for 3 years. So it was from 2010 to 2013. The time has come now to do another one. So that's why we embarked on doing another survey. So we wanted to repeat the services. We wanted to audit the services and see what has changed, where is the community in terms of capacity, what is universal, what's not universal, what are the issues still, or what are the barriers still. So the second reason was also we are going forward, so we are updating a new strategic plan for the next 3 years. So we wanted to know what the ground looks like. What are we missing? What do we need to move forward with? What are we needing to remove from the work plan? So that kind pushed us to do another survey in the community. And also accountability. We wanted to know where we stand. We wanted to know, are we doing the right thing? Are we missing something? What is it that we need to focus on? So this this survey really helped us in those ways too. So these are the key features of methodology that we have used. We did an online survey developed by the LMLIP Advisory Committee and the researchers from P2P. We have done the survey administered in June and September during the summer month, and you can imagine how difficult it is to administer something during the summer month. And the first time that we did it, by the way, it was during Christmas and the holidays and the New Year. So we chose maybe the wrong timing. Vicky, maybe next time we choose a better time. But we got more respondents this year. We also did, the organizations within London and Middlesex actually contacted and were asked to have a representative, but our level, the focus was on the organizations. So it does not mean that we wanted to survey multiple individuals, but we wanted to survey an individual on behalf of the organization to have a clear idea. We also advertised it in the London Immigration Portal, and we do have a web portal there, a web page, thanks to the City of London. That's the corporation that we have, because the co-chairing is actually from the City of London. Elizabeth sits there. And we received respondents from 69 organizations, completed the survey. So this tells us there is some kind of involvement. People are responding, in fact, in spite of the fact that it was during the summer. And most often we have found that senior management or an executive director would complete the survey in that survey. These are some kind of the range of organizations who have completed the survey. So these are just examples. You can see from the example that there are some targeted services, such as the Cross-Cultural Learner Center, for example. There are some universal services, like the London Health Services, London Health Science Center, or maybe an association, like the Somali Association of London or the Canadian Iraqi House. So it was varied. The range was varied. Everybody was able to participate in that survey. What were the questions that we asked? As I said before, that in 2010, we had surveyed the community. So we have used some of those questions. We either enhanced them or improved on them. And we used different sets of questions because for the current presentation, we want to know how the LIP has made any kind of, what is the added value, as you said, of the LIP to the community. So we wanted to, there was a new set of questions regarding relationships among organizations and the LIP. We also asked questions assessing the perceptions of the LMLIP by organizations in the community in terms of the state goals of the LIP program or the LIP project. So that was the idea, and we got some kind of neat results that Vicky will be sharing now at the moment. So that's it for me now. Thank you.
Okay, so as Huda said, we assessed organizations' perceptions of the LMLIP in terms of the LIP goals. So we looked back at what CIC has said is the goal of the LIP and the goals of the LIP, and we tried to come up with questions that would get at this. And I should mention that all the questions had 7-point scales. We also had some open-ended questions. So first we looked at perceptions of the LIP in terms of local and regional planning and collaboration among multiple stakeholders. And at a basic level, the first thing you need to know is whether organizations are familiar with the activities of the LMLIP. Do they even know about us? And here you can see that many organizations in the community are indeed familiar with the activities of the LIP. So they know about the LIP, they know what we're doing. We were also interested in the percentage of organizations that directly participate in the LMLIP. And here you can see that not all of the organizations that we were surveying actually directly participate in the LIP, so there was quite a bit of variety here. So this is on a scale of not at all to extremely, and you can see that there's a range in terms of whether organizations were participating or not. This question asked whether the organization or the representative of the organization thinks that the London and Middlesex Local Immigration Partnership is relevant to the work going on in the community to support immigrants. This is really important. Do you think that we are relevant to what's going on in the community? And you can see in response to this question that many organizations, most of the organizations, think that the LIP is very relevant. So that's, I think, extremely important. Okay, what about coordination of services? So in order to assess whether the organizations in our community think that the LIP is having an impact on coordination of services, we asked, do you think that the London and Middlesex Local Immigration Partnership has increased the coordination of services for immigrants in London and Middlesex? Is it the case that in response to the LIP, because of the LIP, services are now more coordinated? And here you can see on the 1 to 7 scale that many organizations are saying, yes, services are more coordinated for immigrants in the area. Okay, another goal of LIPS is to enhance services in the community. And we asked a couple of questions about this. This first question, we asked whether respondents think that the London and Middlesex Local Immigration Partnership has improved the type of services that are offered to immigrants in London and Middlesex. And here you can see that they think that the LIP has had some impact on the type of services. So there's been some, at least, improvement in the type of services that are offered to immigrants in London and Middlesex. Okay, now this is interesting. People who responded said that the LIP is having an impact in enhancing services, but when we asked them, to what extent has your organization changed its delivery of services in response to the strategic planning and activities of the LMLIP, you can see that most organizations said they have not changed their delivery of services. So it's at a broad level, but not at necessarily yet at an individual organization level. Okay, something that's really important for London and Middlesex We have been criticized for not providing a welcoming community. Not we, London and Middlesex has been criticized for not being a very welcoming place for immigrants. And it's really important, therefore, and one of our strategic goals was to promote a welcoming community. So one of the questions said, do you think that the LIP has changed the extent to which London and Middlesex is a welcoming community? And we were really gratified to see that the respondents did see an improvement in London becoming more welcoming as a result of the LIP. Okay, so this is important for us, one of our major goals. And I think this relates back to what Uma was saying, that it's not only about measuring immigrants, but measuring what the host community is feeling as well. Are they becoming more aware of immigration? Are they becoming more embracing of immigrants? Okay, so this is just a summary of the findings from this particular study. In terms of local and regional planning and collaboration among multiple stakeholders, the results suggest that there's been some impact. But what I would say is that the biggest impact of our LIP to date has been on coordination of services and building a welcoming community. Enhancement of services sort of falls a little bit short still. But two of the major goals, I would say, we are doing a very effective job for. And in terms of plans for future evaluation, we of course have many different plans. We will continue our ongoing evaluation of the LIP in terms of measuring our activities, getting assessments of our events, etc. One of the things that we have just started talking about is doing some measure of evaluation of the functioning of the key bodies of the LM LIP. We have a central council, we have sub-councils, we have committees. How are they operating? Are they effective, and how are they operating? And one of the measures that is available in the literature that we think has some promise in this area is this assessment of interprofessional team collaboration scale, which measures collaboration among professionals coming together to work on a common task. And it's an interesting scale that has been validated and would be useful for looking at functioning of some of our units. We have not yet, but we will be doing a survey or focus groups of immigrants in the community to see how they're feeling about the work that we're doing. And of course, we will do another expanded evaluation at the end of our current 3-year strategic plan. Thank you, and I just want to make one comment before I pass it back to Umit. Actually, 2 comments. First of all, I should mention that all the presentations from this conference will be posted on the P2P website after the conference. And if you're worried about not remembering our website, it's on the pens that we are handed out this morning or this afternoon. Also, there is a LIP area on our website, on the P2P website, that includes the contact information and the most recent we have strategic plans for all the LIPs. So I encourage you, if you're interested in this issue, to go to our website, look at our LIP area, and if you are a LIP, take a look and make sure the information about you is up to date. Thanks very much.